a look at our starting lineup first for the home side. In the forwards, no changes for Seattle after the big victory last week on the road over Utah. Everything stays the same. Mpofu and Herbst form the second row. OJ Noah at 8, adding the talismanic captain at 6, Elton on the other flank. In the backs, well, this is where the only two changes occur. Mika Kruse comes in after 6 games out. He will be on the left wing. Malachi Esdale, USA 7-star, making his 3rd start of the season, will be on the right. Nick Boyer back at 9, pairing with Rodney Yona as the halfbacks.
Alan Clark said that his side physically imposed themselves against Utah in that big win against the Warriors, but today they got to do exactly the same. In the context of the West, it's a must-win for the Seawolves here at home.
Now the starters for the visitors from Southern California. Shiloh Klein gets to start in the front row at hooker. Hugh Roach, his first start in the MLR, back at 7, the former flanker, longtime hooker, where he used to play in Australia. He will pair with Hokafonu and Wilkin in the back row of the forwards for the visitors. Stephen Krimp gets his first start at fly half, pairing with Connor Tupai as the halfbacks. Lopetti, the former Seattle man, at outside center. Ryan James and Thomas Awaki are the wings. Ethan Grayson at fullback for the visitors.
John Menenti understands just how important this rivalry is, and he also understands in this context of the West, San Diego, results matter. They've been inconsistent. He's going to need to use his bench in this match as it goes on if they are going to get that impressive win they need against the Seawolves today.
Underway in Starfire, glad to have you with us. Lex Weiner, our official, assisted by Khalil Harrison, Marty Steffens, Austin Reed is the TMO for today's contest. Seattle, he's Samoan. Zeiss, back to Yona. Maybe a bit of space out wide, trying to break across, and they will. Divan Rousseau with his
try. Just watch this from the front row. Just the pull out of the back. Doesn't even really look to see where Yona is. He knows he's there. And in the end, Rousseau goes over.
They have 197, 177 of those have been accurate. Shiloh Klein easily able to find his favorite target, Jed Holloway. Still trying to get, here comes Hugh Roach, usually the hooker, now playing flank today. The former Waratahs man unable to get across. Talea looking for his opportunity. He's going to go the blind side, sneaking across, and Peyton Talea is there.
Tested, and we knew it was going to be physical. Legion backed themselves in the maul. In the end, they just break away. It's Hugh Roach, 7 on his back, but almost acting like another hooker. And they just stay patient. Only a couple of meters out. Peyton Talea, I'm wondering, Seattle need to look up. There's no one on that blind side.
Going through the phases here. Mpofu as first receiver, a little dummy from the South African lock. Boyer surveys, has Rousseau the try score. Juan Pablo Zeiss. Argentine unable to keep his big frame moving forward. Staunch defending from Roach in San Diego. But Seattle not making mistakes, no turnovers here. A war of attrition. Boyer finally pulls it out. Reno Herbst, and Seattle just 10 meters out. Out wide, intercepted. Awake there. But Seattle playing the advantage, and we will come back.
Call it out the back.
Yona, a chip shot. Able to raise the flags. His first make off the tee, and it's 8 points to 5.
They're going to need his leadership. They're going to need him here now to stop this Legion maul.
Helu rises above, able to take it. Here is the maul. Klein at the back, the number 2, the hooker inching closer to that try line. Looking to put San Diego back on top. Klein waiting for a second, the opportunity to peel off. Out it comes. Cash Maluia, backward, no. They are going to say it was not on the big. Seattle leading. Both teams having missed off the tee, both leaving points on the table. Creel, Yona, out wide, here's the speedy Esdale. Esdale looking for a move, unable to get around Ryan James, and what a tackle from James in his feet. Kutsa and the Seawolves able to find Noah. Back in that 22, need to find points. Kutsa biding his time, trying to make a decision which way he's gonna go. Here comes Boyer to take it. Creel, Yona, oh, inside, able to find Matthews. Massive tackle from Maluia. And lost into the hands of Tupai, no whistle. Connor Tupai in open field. Tupai across midfield. Creel giving chase. Tupai inside the 22. Looking for a teammate, able to find James. And Seattle able to get back defensively. Every man on the spot right now. San Diego just biding their time, looking for the opportunity. Wilkin again. Inside the 22. Fans on their feet at Starfire. The seawall trying to exhort the home side. This is first penalty goal attempt. And he raises the flags to tie things at 8.
Been a brilliant runner for the Seawolves this season. Might use him again.
Couldn't ask for a whole lot more. Rousseau there at the bottom of your screen. Boyer nearly lost it. Back to Yona. Yona able to get by. That time Tavita Lopetti. Boyer. Now here comes Rickard Hadding across and dotted down by the Seawolves captain.
How the big man just times his run to perfection. Coming off the hip of Nick Boyer. He comes into screen now. Draws in that defender just slightly, Nick Boyer of Connor Tupai. And the big...
Read by Grayson. Nicely done by the young Englishman. Now Matthews up to the 10-meter. Matthews ball in hand. Still across midfield goes Duncan Matthews. Little kick through. And a huge collision, crimped down on the pitch.
Fantastic first bit of play from Duncan Matthews. Just beats Ethan Grayson. Great matchup between those two 15s tonight. Stefan Crimp tries to clear it up, but they're just catching round it.
San Diego's open side flanker. He saw a yellow just about 5 minutes ago. As Duncan Matthews will be heading to the bin. Seattle seen their first card of the match, making big tackles for Seattle. Okafonu. Tupai onto Darcy Breen. He goes across the 22. Space out wide. Lopetti with the show and go for the former Seattle man. And into touch. First year with his home state side after spending the previous 3 right here in Seattle. And picked up. Esdale looking to run out of his own end. Esdale with the fin. Here comes Malachi Esdale. Hold your breath. Esdale out wide, bounces it onto Crusay. Mika Crusay putting boot to ball into the 22. It goes. It's going to be a foot race. Grayson trying to get on top of it. Rousseau. Did he dot it down?
Quite hard to see from that pitch, if I'm honest.
Briscoe scored Seattle's first try back in the 5th, looking for a brace. Grayson was first to it, but weren't there. Rousseau thought he was on the end of it. Grayson able to beat him to it in the nick of time.
Malachi Esdale in space.
Nothing more. Yona to the boot, a little chip over, looking for the captain, Hadding. Rickard Hadding in space, has the offload. And Rodney Yona could not hold on. What a... Boyer back to Rousseau again, the booming boot. All the way across midfield. Ryan James. James off to Maluia in the hands of Lopetti. The former Seawolf dances inside the 22. Still short. Trying to go across. Hadding. What a defensive effort from Seattle. Can they keep it up? San Diego inching ever closer, trying to dot it down. Out wide. Matthews out of the bin, in with the tackle. Back we go. San Diego. They tried a successful conversion away from tying this. Around the side, Maluia gives it another go, does the big center. San Diego trying to inch underneath. Hadding there, waiting for the signal, and there it is. San Diego finally across Seattle and San Diego.
Be talking about being efficient when they get inside the 22 to come away with points. I feel like a broken record saying it, but John Manenti told me.
Seattle inside the 10. Reno Herbst with the carry. Boyer surveys. Hadding again, already with one try to his name for the captain. Cameron Orr now. Oh, what a bump off of Wilkin. The big prop rumbling forward. Yona has a man out wide, and it's knocked on. Hold it.
Oh, it was so good up until this point. Take a look at this. Oh, my word, Duncan Matthews.
Matthews, as you said, needed just about 2 more to dot that one down. He could not, so we stay even 15-all here in the 53rd minute. Matthews again trying to make amends. Matthews weaving his way through. Matthews across the 22 with the dummy. Matthews still on his feet. Duncan Matthews, what a try. What a response.
Check out his footwork. See you later, Connor Tupai. Away he goes. And then it's just a left stiff arm. And just when he dropped it.
So here's where you're talking about right there. And you can see it on Jed Holloway. That's the obstruction.
Jenny, there's no clear obstruction. Stick with the try.
But they're going to say no clear obstruction, says our TMO Austin. Ryan James. Cameron Orr there. Out wide, Grayson, a bit of space for the speedy fullback. Grayson breaks free. Wilkin cutting back inside. Brad Wilkin 5 meters out. Lopezzi against his former side. Can he dot one down? And Shiloh Klein across and down. San Diego responds. Season in goal kicking is the Kiwi. Here is McClutchy on cue. Out to Grayson, the fullback trying to step, gets around Yona. And able to get around Charles Elton. Fresh legs out on the pitch for both sides. Who can make an impact? Chipped over. And what a job done by him.
So the low tackle's made. It's a double shot. But watch Creel.
Okay, taking a look at the tackle by blue number 12.
It's just time. Well, listen to our TMO. Yellow card, and it was the key one about mitigation kit. As soon as that was said, that definitely downgraded. It could have been.
Holloway. No, Mahoney there. Wave after wave. Tupai likes to go out wide, has a wide open Ryan James, and he is in.
But great awareness from Tupai, just to send that over the top. He saw it, he
bench. Yona. Finn of Helu. Yona still on his feet up across midfield. Rodney Yona, Samoan into San Diego. Falling forward, Seattle in the shadow of the try line. Fouchier dropped it, knocked on by the replacement.
Eddie Fouchier, as it comes out the back, he just takes his eyes off it.
And arguably most bitter foe. Noah around the side, the Samoan international. Tamalau with the tackle. Gallagher told he couldn't use it, trying to plead his case. Gallagher puts in. Big push from the men up front in blue. Here they come, trying to get across. Seattle waiting for a signal, and they have it. Seattle with the try.
Okay, so Lex, you have a clear grounding by Seattle. Just checking if there's anything else in the lead up. Otherwise, you're coming back for a penalty.
TMO Austin Reed, no clear knock on, a try. The call on the field, and there it is. 20 seconds remaining. Back to Matthews, and Seattle does it. 20th all-time meeting between these two sides, a classic between the Seawolves and the Legion. Seattle comes away with the win and evens the series at 10 matches apiece.